You just grabbed a chocolate bar off the shelf. It feels like a choice you made. But what if biochemistry made that call? Because your blood sugar dropped 15 minutes ago. Let me show you how your brain actually eats sugar. Why the hungriest part of it is the one in charge of self-control. And how to stop blaming yourself for the diets you keep breaking. Your brain weighs just 2% of your body mass, about the size of a large grapefruit, around 1,300 grams. But this grapefruit burns through a fifth of all the energy you get from food. 1 in every 5 units of glucose skips your muscles and bones and goes straight to your head. Picture a house with 5 rooms. One small bedroom uses as much electricity as the other 4 combined. That's exactly how your brain works. And inside it, one region is hungrier than all the rest. Right behind your forehead sits the prefrontal cortex. It's in charge of everything grown up about you. Planning, controlling your emotions, and telling yourself no. Skipping the third donut. Not scrolling through social media half the night. Not snapping at a coworker. Scientists have found that this region burns fuel faster than the rest. Even though it takes up only about 12% of the brain's volume, it hogs a disproportionate share of the brain's glucose, almost 20% of all the glucose used by the brain, to run complex analysis and self-control. When your blood sugar drops, this region is the first to lose power. It's like a smartphone in the cold. As the battery drains, the system shuts down the most demanding functions first. The screen dims, the heavy apps crash. In your brain, that heavy app is your willpower. When glucose crashes, say after a candy bar triggers an insulin spike followed by a rebound drop, the region behind your forehead loses some of its capacity and becomes less effective. In moments like these, you get more irritable, your impulse control slips, and you make snap decisions. And that's usually the moment your hand reaches for something sweet. Not because you're weak-willed, but because a hungry brain is hunting for the fastest energy it can find. People used to think that if your self-control ran low, you just had to drink a glass of sweet lemonade and your ability to control yourself would come right back. This idea, called ego depletion, was in every productivity book. But when scientists ran large-scale studies on thousands of people, the myth fell apart. Turns out a one-time hit of sugar doesn't magically recharge your willpower. Your brain doesn't need a quick fix. It needs a steady supply of energy. Sugar only gives you a short spike, often followed by a more noticeable drop in self-control. And science owned the mistake. Willpower depends on the overall state of your body, not on a quick snack. Let's put it all into a clear picture. The brain is the main consumer. 2% of your body weight eats up 20% of your glucose. The control center is vulnerable. The prefrontal cortex behind your forehead is the first to lose resources when you're hungry and your sugar drops. Sleep plays a huge role. Even a single sleepless night can lower the brain's glucose uptake by almost 15%. So right from the morning, it gets harder for you to focus, make decisions, and control your impulses. Quick sugar doesn't save you. A chocolate bar doesn't fix your discipline. It just straps you onto a blood sugar roller coaster. So next time you reach for that extra sweet, don't scold yourself for a weak character. Instead, ask yourself 3 questions. Did you get enough sleep? Are you eating right? And are you stressed out? Real discipline isn't about forcing yourself. It's built on steady sleep, decent food, and knowing how to handle stress. Hit like if this made you see your brain differently and tell us in the comments. Does your self-control actually make it to the end of the day? Subscribe to BioCode Lab, where the complex becomes simple.